First off, thank you everybody for taking your time. Time is very precious and has no value to me monetary, so it means a lot to me that you're here. Um, I want to shout out my wife that helped me put this together, and my counsel aide, Ms. Thomas, which she's essential to my line of work at least. So thank you, Miss Thomas, and thank you to my better half. Um, so basically today I'm going to break it down into some sections. The first one is going to be just talking about myself. So the people that don't know me, just some basic information about myself. My second section will be about the accountability and how I take this job very serious. My third one is going to be about the vision, some of the vision that I have, and I know that some of my colleagues share as well. And the last one, I'm just going to open it up for any questions and answers or any concerns that you may have for me. So here we go. All right, so this is me, and this is the picture that I was made to pose with. I'm not a tie and shirt kind of guy, so that's my attempt at a smile, being suffocated by my tie and my shirt. So real quick, who am I? I am an educator by profession. That's my job. I'm a teacher. I currently teach second grade in Atlanta Public Schools. I started here in Forest Park my teaching career at Unidos Dual Language School, which was named last year the best school in the county. So I'm proud of all the stuff that they continue to do and all the good work at Unidos. It's a beautiful community of educators and then just the people all around it that attend the school. So I came here to Forest Park in 2014 to teach, and that's where I got my feet wet in the door of teaching. And I loved it since I started. It's a very rewarding profession, and I enjoy every day that I do it. I never feel like, oh man, I got to go to work today. Um, it's beautiful to just be, promoting and educating the minds of our future because they are our future. They're going to be our future doctors, dentists, everything around us. So I really enjoy my job there. The most important role I have is a husband and a father to my wife. I've been married for 12 years, and I owe a lot of my success to her. Everything, the accountability aspect. She's just my best friend and my better half, and I just thankful for my wife, and she helped me with everything along the way in my life. So, and then my daughter, she's my pride and joy. Even though now she's a teenager, so we're gonna, she's not as affectionate anymore. So to all the fathers, and you know that if you're already a parent, how they go through those stages. So I gotta force hugs out of her, but it's okay. It's a good battle. Public service. Since I graduated high school, I joined, the Army National Guard. I was in the Army. I went deployed to Afghanistan. So my wife calls Afghanistan as a trip. She says that I traveled. So anytime she lists my travels compared to her travels, she lists Afghanistan as a travel, um, which it wasn't. I had to do service there. So I did that. Let me see 1 second. Hold on 1 second, y'all. My computer is asking me something. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So then doing that, then teaching, I think I joined a program called Teach for America, which basically puts you in inner cities or in places that that need teachers and they have a hard time retaining teachers or finding teachers. And I guess Clayton County was one of the counties that was listed there. I think Unidos the struggle finding bilingual teachers, so that's how I found um, landed at Unidos here in Forest Park. So that was how I got into teaching initially. And then, my first election now, because I definitely think that serving as an elected official is public service. We're out there in the community and trying to do the best that we can for our people. As far as my hobbies, I enjoy mainly family activities. I love our tailgates. I love seeing the Bulldogs play. I'm a very passionate fan. I don't dislike anybody, um, but I do dislike Florida fans and Tennessee fans. So if you fall into any of those brackets, we just don't mention it to me because we're gonna have to argue because I don't know what logic you have into supporting either of those teams. So I want to highlight some of the signature events we've had. Um, these are some of the events that I kind of had a hand on initially. Our Food Truck Friday is an excuse to meet every month. We bring out some food trucks at the fountain. Initially, this event was started by um, then Councilwoman Bagley. It was on Tuesdays, I think. And some community members enjoyed it, so we kind of rebranded and made it our own. I think the first Friday of every month, once everybody gets paid, it's a nice time to come out and just enjoy the community. Right now, this is on freeze due to COVID, so we're going to resume those as soon as it's healthy and our numbers start declining again. Um, the Hispanic Heritage Month Festival and the Day of the Dead Festival are some events that celebrate our Hispanic heritage and contributions. As you all know, we have a large Hispanic community here in Forest Park, so I think it's very important to highlight the communities and make sure that everybody has cultural events to attend. Um, the Ultimate Tailgate experience is something that the Parks and Rec department kind of came up with, and I partnered up with them. But just all these events are, happen because of the people that we have working at Forest Park, and this is one of the examples of them. They put everything together. I just support with what I can and go and support my teams and have a good time, and then talk about it and take credit for it. But ultimately, this is our people doing it here that work for your city and work for you. Our Panthers in Action Youth Committee is a committee of local teens that we have here. My idea is to eventually have a seniors committee once COVID gets a little bit more under control and we get these shots distributed. I want to have a seniors committee also. That way we can directly hear from our seniors in our community. And this one, I want to hear from our teens in our community so they can make their voices heard and see, how can we make the city better for them. So both of them. Um, I have a park in my ward, and I'm currently trying to remodel it with some funds that we have allotted to each ward. So I have currently a survey up at the website, and I would love for any Ward 3, or honestly any citizen in Forest Park, because it's not like it's limited just to my ward, but it is really close to the ward because that's where it's at. To fill out the survey and tell me what you want to see in the park. What would you enjoy seeing? Just an input from the community before we actually go there and do stuff. I want to really hear from you guys, and I've been going out and talking to people. Um, but the survey is some good data that I can use to justify things that we bring. And then lastly, the little libraries and the Ward 3 beautification. I really want to beautify a lot of spaces that we have that are just blank. I think if we bring art to it, um, it just changes it. And Public Works has done a great job with those square flower pots. I really enjoy just seeing those in the city. And something small like that can change a whole space and brighten it up. So um, here are some pictures of these events. See? Oh. So here is our Food Truck Friday events. These are just some of the food trucks that we have out there. We have some beautiful bistro lights that our Public Works put out there, and it's just a beautiful space. My other council aide, uh, whichever one it is, sets up the tables really nice, and everybody's socially distanced, so it's definitely a safe event to come out with your family. We have some music provided by Parks and Rec, so you can really, enjoy yourself and eat some different food and different options that we have to eat from our local food vendors. So this is just some pictures of the Food Truck Friday event. These are some pictures from our Hispanic Heritage Month event. We had a piñata out there, and I was literally risking my life with this child and a stick with this piñata. So this is the Day of the Dead event. That's Councilwoman James right there talking in Spanish, and myself. We have some children drawing at the tables, and then just raffling some things for the community and the mariachi band out there. And we later watched a movie and served some hot chocolate. So that was a good time. Our ultimate tailgate experience. This is some of the Parks and Rec department out there with the director and myself and the mayor. I think this is the Seahawks game that they beat the Falcons, and she was out there wearing her Seahawks para um, and talking some smack. So this is just our ultimate tailgate experience. So make sure you come out. These events are for you in our community. And this is my Panthers in Actions Youth Committee. We had a few events, a cemetery cleanup. We also, they volunteered at a Get Out and Vote event. And this is just one of the meetings, a picture of a meeting that we had in the council chambers. I really like to have it in there. That way they can feel, they can sit where the decisions are being made from the city, and just know that their voices are being heard, and they can bring that input that they want to the city. This is my remodeling project at my park. These are some pictures of the park currently and how it looks. So that's something that we have in the works. I think our survey is probably going to be up the rest of February, and after that, we're going to start taking some action into getting this remodeled as much as we can with the funds that we have. We also have Ms. Gardner, who is very knowledgeable with grants, so maybe she can find something that can help us even further remodel this. So I'm really excited about this project and fixing our park. Lastly, the little libraries. As an educator, I know the importance of literacy and reading. Um, so these little libraries are going to go throughout the community right now. I only have two, but I hope to get some more. And hopefully, as the community sees them, we can maybe want some more, and I ideally want to make some benches and, just spread them around the city in the right of way to promote reading. And the way it works, it's a small square like that. These are just being decorated by my students, so that's why they look like that. But in essence, in the front, it has a door that opens up and books go in there. And it's just off the honor system. You come and get a book, you leave a book, you close it, and somebody else can enjoy the reading. Or if you get a small book, you can sit at whatever bench we provide there, read the book, and then put it back. So that's ideally what we want to promote. All right, accountability. So, like I mentioned earlier, I take this job very serious. Um, Even though I'm new to this position, I won by 7 votes, and I'm always reminded of that. I won by a very small margin. Not even if I didn't win by a small margin, I would still take this serious. But it's just a, I guess a statement of how every vote counts, and especially in our community. So I'm proud to serve as this position, and I promise that, every decision that I make, I can justify it, and I try to make it with the best interest of the city and the people that live in it. Um, I am very proud to be the first Hispanic to serve in this position. Like I mentioned earlier, we have a large Hispanic population, so I'm glad that, people can come to me and feel comfortable and see someone, that looks like them representing them in their city. So I think, representation of the community is very important. And, again, I'm very value driven. Um, so that is this slide. And my current vision, I have a few future projects in mind. I also, like I mentioned, want to start the senior committee in the future, and I want to hopefully involve some seniors from all around the community where they can voice their opinions and how we can make Forest Park better. Collaborate hopefully with the senior center, um, and yeah, and then continue that with the teen committee as well, so they can continue doing that. I also have in mind some cultural celebrations. I know we have a large Vietnamese community, so I am hoping that we can add some some cultural celebrations to next year that would apply to that group. And hopefully even the Juneteenth celebration, I think for the summer would be a great thing once it's all safe to come out. Um, and everybody is feels in a safe space and our numbers start declining again, because to me, health is the most important of our people. That's the most important thing to worry about. So I want to recognize more businesses and highlight and recognize employees in our city. I really want to hopefully, the community to get to know the people that work for Forest Park and the business that we have here, because sometimes I have, the narrative at times can be, oh, we don't have this or we don't have that, but we do have a lot of things here. Yesterday we recognized at the council meeting the cookie spot on Main Street. I didn't know about this place, so I'm very excited to go attend this place and try these cookies. We also have some good donut places here. We have barber shops, we have restaurants, we have a lot of small businesses that are very relevant, and I really want to do a better job of highlighting them. And I think that's something that I'm going to work on hopefully in the near future. And as far as future projects, we talked about the remodeling of the park. That's something that I have in mind. and adding art. I really want to bring more art to our city, on top of the everyday stuff that I do for my ward. I would really I want to beautify a lot of the spaces in Forest Park so people can just enjoy being out. Okay. All right, so that is it for my presentation. If anybody has any questions or concerns, please let me know. Here's my information. Please feel free to call me whenever. That is my email, my Facebook, my Instagram. You don't have an excuse not to contact me. Uh, so please reach out with anything that you might have. I really want to, hear what you have to say. One of the things that I enjoy is just talking to the people here in Forest Park, especially if you lived here longer than me. I've been here since 2014. Like I said, I think you've seen a lot of transitions of the city and how it's evolved, or how things have changed either for the better or for the worst. I really think it's all it's different perspectives on things. So I would love to hear anything that y'all have to say. Um, but yeah, let me close this out. And if anybody has any questions, let me know. I'm going to put these in the chat. That way you can have them in there if anybody wants them.
I got a question.
Yes.
What kind of ideas do you have for the park? Because James Shelby called me and sort of gave me a heads up, and I was just curious what you had in mind.
Yeah. So if it's up to me, I would love to see more like a space maybe for animals, like a pet, like a dog park. I did promise my students that I would try to bring a space for them where they can skate, but I don't think that park is ideal for that. But I do want to maybe improve those tables, maybe put out some more spaces where people, um, the playground looks a little bit beat up. One of the students told me that the one of the swings doesn't work. So that's something that now that you brought it up, Bobby, I want to acknowledge.
Well, I just ordered some swings to fix some swings in the park, and I ordered a couple of extras, so I'll have them swing by and see about repairing that broken swing.
Okay, thank you so much. Yes, and yeah, yeah. I mean, that's kind of like the ideas that I have. I know that there is somebody like an architect that we have for the city, so I really would want to hear from him. I honestly also want to hear the people once they post those surveys, how they look and what it is that we want to hear. What do the people want around there that live here in the ward, or anybody? Honestly, like I said, because it's not like I'm limiting it to certain people on the survey, Bobby. But after the end of February, I'm going to take a look at those surveys and really try to act on them. But I would really like a space for dogs. Lake City has a really nice dog park, and it's basically like two spots, two big squares with fencing, and they take their dogs there. And I always see a lot of people there. I would really like something like that for us to have. There's maybe some working water fountains too. I think that would be a good place, and then just a playground. I think that's a key thing. The playground that's there, it's got a few swings, and it's just a little outdated. Maybe even give it a name. Recognize somebody in our community and give that pocket park a name. I think I would like that also. And to answer Ms. Jennifer Manzano's question, I want to start doing these quarterly, but Councilwoman James, which she's another council member from our city, she hosts town hall meetings the third Thursday of every month. Is that right, Councilwoman? But she has them
Yes, that's correct. I was on mute.
Okay, no worries. Yeah, so she has them there if you want more information. We also have our council meetings twice a month, but I'm gonna have mine quarterly, and I'm probably going to do two. I'm going to do one in English and one in Spanish. That way I can involve more of my community. And I don't speak Vietnamese, or I would host another one, but I want to host one for the Hispanic community also, and that way they're involved and they know what is going on. But yeah, thank you for the question, Bobby. I think yeah, I would like to see that, and just improvement and just more green, maybe fix it up, maybe cut a few of those trees. I think a few of those trees are I don't know if they're dead, but they just look kind of dry. But it is fall again also, um so yeah. But
Well, you got the expert online now. What kind of ideas you got,
who's sorry?
Maxwell?
Who? Oh my friend, Mr. Maxwell. How are you? Haven't seen him in a while.
He don't want to talk.
Yeah, he's probably busy. This is a busy man, but
No, I'm here. How y'all doing?
good. Yeah, yeah, Tariq, the park, the Pocket Park in Ward 3 is a park that I want to hopefully improve. And I mean, your ideas are always welcome. You're very the man that thinks outside the box. So I always like to hear what Tariq has to brings to the table. But I'm gonna leave the link in the chat also if you want to take the survey. Um, you're more than welcome to. That way we can get your input on it because I really want it to be a community driven decision that is made there. But yeah. But if nobody has any questions, I'm gonna try to get the cookie gram sometime this week and check it out. But thank you everybody that logged in. Sergeant Zachary, thank you. Director Maxwell, Director Jinx, thank you. Mr. Clifford, Mr. Moises, nice meeting you. Mr. Terry Jones, nice meeting you. No, you don't, Clifford. You can. I know you and Ann will walk over there and get your walking on. So please. Feel free to provide your opinion, sir. And Jennifer, thank you for. Oh, I see your hand up, Miss Jennifer. What can I answer you?
Let me turn my camera on. Hey, so you mentioned the surveys. I wanted to know where exactly, I see that you put the link in the chat, but where exactly is it usually advertised? And usually, what is the success rate of these surveys? Because I personally haven't seen them advertised, so maybe I could share it with my community more. But it's really nice to see that there is a link and that there are surveys. And because you mentioned you're going to look at them towards the end of February, that makes me assume that it's been out for a while now. So if you could provide more information on also the success rate of people filling them out, that'd be nice too.
Yeah, so this is my first one, and this is what it looks like. It's on the website. This is our Forest Park brand new website that we've had, and I'm very proud because one of the things that I wanted to bring was more transparency to our city, and I think this helps us with that. And if you can see here in our website, I went to government, and then I went to my name, and it's right there. And you can go to other council members and see what other activities they have. But one of my most recent things is the Ward 3 Pocket Park survey. And these are some pictures of what the park looks like now. And here's a survey for you to click on. But I don't know how successful these are. I hope it is. I'm gonna be honest right now, we don't have a high number of engagements in the survey. And it's also right here on the main page. It's one of the main things I think. No, it's just my meeting is there now, but I'll ask our council aide to add the survey on there so we can maybe replace my flyer with that. But here, if you want to come and see what's going on with our city, you come to our website, and we're also on Facebook. There's actually a few forest parks on Facebook. So you can stay updated with that, or you can, definitely contact any of us. Honestly, our council members are very good at returning phone calls. I don't know where you live, but it'd be good for you to identify who your council member is. That way you can reach out to them and, hold them accountable. It's your right as a citizen here in Forest Park, and bring up any ideas you have or any issues. I'm always excited about hearing from our youth, and, you look very young. So I would appreciate any input that you have, and you can definitely reach out to me with any ideas that you have. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. Also, this is my first city hall meeting. Thank you, Brenda, for the invitation. Um, this is more of a general question. Where exactly does the city kind of encompass all of its information as far as like what's going on in the community stuff? I know you mentioned there's several Facebook pages, but is there one that kind of combines it all where like citizens, I mean, not citizens, but like constituents can see what is happening in the city? Is there like one place where you can find all this information kind of?
I think the current best one, in my opinion, I don't know, you can help me with this one, Councilwoman James, but the city of Forest Park government, it's got our new logo. I think that one is the best, and you'll see all these bright, our bright new logo on there. I think that's the best one as far as that. But I think, personally, I think the best ones are doing what you're doing, like becoming civically engaged, coming to these meetings, listening and voicing your opinion, because um, not even like to talk bad about anybody, but a lot of people don't come. And I know that nowadays we do have these Zoom meetings, and The older population sometimes is not too friendly with the technology part of it. So maybe that's why our attendances might be low to some of the meetings, but you can always voice your public comments, or just, like I mentioned, just holding us accountable to what it is that you need or what it is that you want to see. Because we're pretty good at listening.
And I'll add to what you said, Councilman. Like you said, the city's website is the best way to go, but we do have a Facebook page. I'm not one that does a lot of Facebook things, but I know that our council aide put a lot of the information and a lot of the things that's going out on our Facebook page. So you can get information there as well. But really, the city's website, you can always find out the current events that's going on, and send people there for a good resource. That's a work in progress. We are working to get more communication out, and I think the medium that we're going to be using is Facebook.
Yeah,
We
Facebook
also
seems
have,
very popular amongst the most of our community.
Oh, once the older generation, I got you.
I had to stop myself for a second. I was gonna ask, following up, do you guys happen to have an outreach coordinator or something that actually works on people getting involved and people kind of coming to these meetings? Just because I know it's with people like definitely with our classification of people, it's definitely difficult for people to find the extra importance and time to be involved. So having people reach out to them and be like, hey, like we have a meeting today if you guys want to show up real quick, especially because Zoom, though it is more difficult because it's online. I mean, like the older generation, I guess people who aren't tech savvy, it is also, I think in a way it's more accessible because you can be on like your car and like listen to the call or something. So do you guys have like a specific outreach coordinator who kind of works with being innovative and who's being reached out to?
we currently don't. I guess we have talked about maybe having a communications person where they can kind of, everything can funnel to this person, and they can go out. Right now, our council aide is probably well, aides we have two, but one of them is the one that kind of wears many hats and is doing a lot of the communication for us. But I think hopefully that's something that we can move into in the future. Again, I think it's much needed. I think communication is essential, and so I ran on transparency, so I want to show as much as we can on everything, and yeah, but that's something that that's a good idea. Like honestly, I wouldn't be opposed to having something like that where we could have. I guess that would fall more on the council persons to send out these mass messages or kind of promote themselves on whatever events we're having. Um, so yeah, but I think that's a good idea because there's some stuff that's city stuff, that, that should be promoted. So yeah, but we also have an Instagram too. That one's been pretty active. We got the idea came from our teen council, so they're like, yeah, we don't know what's going on, and they're like, yeah, y'all aren't even on the gram, and we kind of got roasted there. So I took it to our council aide, and she got together with a director, and they made an Instagram. So I know that a lot of our events get posted on there too, and we highlight businesses, and we also highlight events on there. So
What's a gram? I thought that was something you eat.
yeah, not graham cracker, no, yeah.
But all joking aside, if it's one particular department, such as Public Works, just click on Public Works, give me a call, email, anything I can help. If it's not my department, I'll get you heading in the right direction. And of course, I'm Bobby Jinks for Public Works.
Thank you, Bobby. Yep. No, we have some great staff and great directors in the city of Forest Park, and I'm just, I'm excited to be in this position and excited to work with all these talented people. So, yeah. So, thank you for all your input, Ms. Manzano. And any questions, again, feel free to reach out to me or to any of our council members. Yeah, I would definitely recommend tomorrow's meeting. Councilwoman James meetings has all the directors, and they give you updates on everything. So. And that
Sounds good.
information.
Thank you.
Okay, no, you're welcome. All right, everybody. So I don't know if anybody else has any more questions or anything that y'all have any doubts about. The survey is on the chat. My contact information is on the chat. Please feel free to reach out. And I appreciate everybody that got on the call. Again, I want to be respectful of your time. So feel free to reach out and have a good night then. All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks. Y'all be safe.
Thank you. All right. Sergeant Zachary put his information on there if anybody needs um, any public information for Forest Park PD. We're also hiring Mr. Moises if you want to become a police officer. We can use the bilingual folks.
Oh, um, I'm in college.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
What are you
And
studying?
huh?
What are you studying?
Political science. I'm actually studying political science. Um, I'm also from the city. I'm not from the city of Forest Park, but this really interested me, and I gotta say, you're doing a good job, and keep it up. I'm really proud to see that what you're doing, and I'm really inspired
Thank you.
because like my plan is to actually, because I'm from Hampton, Lovejoy, the Hampton Lovejoy area, and I also want to do what you're doing right now, but for the city of Lovejoy. And
Wow.
I'm just like learning right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Take it all in and don't hesitate to do it. Like I told you, I did it with 7 votes, no prior experience. People, our people want real people, and a lot of these our cities maybe might have somebody that's been in that seat for a long time, and they get
Mhm.
complacent. They get complacent and they just don't, sometimes don't move or don't do enough. And you come in there motivated and wanting to just improve the community. Just what I didn't preach. I didn't promise anything I can't do. I wanted more transparency, more things for our youth, um, and just I'm gonna do the best I can, and that's what I try to do. And it's just it's easy when you have so many great people working for you in the city.
Yeah, and also I think I can help you with the youth part. So back when I was in high school, I founded this chapter that was a part of this organization called Hope. Have you heard of it?
Hope, I think so. Yeah.
The Hispanic organization promoting education. They're like in 60 high schools,
Yep. I've heard.
mostly up north. Yeah.
Yep.
So in 2017, I founded my chapter, which was like the first in Clayton County.
Wow.
But so far, I've been struggling to like expand it to other high schools in the county, and like it's still in Lovejoy, but that's like the only school. So I can like help you bring it to Forest Park High School.
Yeah, I would love that because we have a big Hispanic population, so I don't think it's going to
Yeah.
be a thing. And I know a few of the students in my in teen council, if not most of them, are all Forest Park High School students. So you can definitely come in and talk about it. I was part of a few organizations in college, and I um, like that's super important, and it motivated me and it developed me, professionally, because I didn't have anybody that had an education in my family, so it was really nice to learn from everybody in the university. So yeah, definitely. And yeah, we can definitely link up, and my information is there.
Yeah, I
And
got it.
you need, man. I'm always down to help with whatever.
Awesome. I'll send you a text.
Perfect. All right, nice meeting you, with this.
All right. See you.
Perfect. Okay. All right, I think it's us. And Kevin, what's up, man? You good? Kevin's too cool to talk. He texts. I see you, Kev. And,
Nah, I was just listening in, just checking it out.
okay, perfect, man. We need to link up. I already brought up that stuff about the middle school soccer, so it's already in the works. But I really I want you to pitch it at one of their meetings.
Yeah, I mean, I know Moises personally. I've been talking to him. We actually made a group chat for Hope, and I just been adding people. So, I think it's great that he's trying to that he came to the meeting and actually. Well, I guess I think it's great that he's trying to expand it more.
Mhm. Also, like that young man, he's in college and lives in Lovejoy. I think that'd be a good contact for you, and he's
But
already
that's what I'm saying. Me and him, we talk. I'm trying to help him actually promote the Hope thing. So
dope. Dope. Okay, perfect.
yeah.
Okay, perfect, man. Okay, well, if you need anything, let me know. Um, I'm gonna head and hop out and try to go walk. I've been doing student conferences all day and here, so. But yeah, but thank you, Thomas, for monitoring this. I appreciate you. Thank you for the presentation, and everybody have a good night.
All right, have a good night.